propaganda for Al Jazeera. Thank you for what you're doing.
1.6 million people in the U.S. have watched Al Jazeera English online since Friday. I've been one of them. It's been fantastic TV.
For the first time in the last 20 years, the agenda of the United States and Al Jazeera are the same. It's about democracy. It's about promoting a free flow of information.
Al Jazeera, the primary Arabic news source in the Middle East, is getting a lot of praise in the American media these days. Even our own Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton had this to say last week.
Why are Americans watching Al Jazeera? Because we don't have anything to compete with it. So they're turning to Al Jazeera. You've got a set of global networks that Al Jazeera has been the leader in, that are literally changing people's minds and attitudes. And like it or hate it, it is really effective. And in fact, viewership of Al Jazeera is going up in the United States because it's real news. You may not agree with it, but you feel like you're getting real news around the clock.
You feel like you're getting real news around the clock? Is Secretary Clinton right? Is Al Jazeera one of the few sources left for real news? And should we welcome it here in America? Here now to discuss is Seton Motley, president of Less Government. Ooh, that's a great name for your organization, Less Government. Seton, welcome back to the Glenn Beck program. What is she talking about? Is Al Jazeera to be trusted in English or in another language?
Well, there's an old campaign song. You campaign in poetry, you govern in prose. And Al Jazeera campaigns in English and governs in Arabic. And if you're watching Al Jazeera Arabic, you get a whole different perspective on what's going on over there than what you do over here. Part of the reason it hasn't taken off greater here in America, the English version, is because it's just like ABC, NBC, CBS. I watched segments today where they're just bashing the Tea Party just like NBC does, ABC does, so there's no difference.
All right, but do they have a message that they convey about behavior that goes over there that either we don't get from our own homegrown media, Fox or CNN or whoever might be there, and are they trustworthy, or is this a propaganda arm of some government?
Well, I get that, you know, they're stationed in Qatar and they're stationed in Kuwait, and they're based out of those two countries, and I think it's a propaganda arm. I mean, if you watch, there's a great website, memory.org, Middle East Media and Research Institute. Right. If you watch Al Jazeera's Arabic language clips, it's presenting all kinds of crazy. You've got people saying jihadist things all the time. They reported on a British citizen who joined the Taliban and said death to Americans. If they presented that here, I think they would get ratings. I think they would get viewership. I think there'd be a clamor for what they're doing. But they're not presenting it over here. They're presenting it over there and not giving it to us here. All
right, last question, Seton. We got about 30 seconds, so quickly. Why is Hillary Clinton saying this? Why is she, of all people, telling Americans to watch it?
Because I think they have a similar agenda to what leftists like Hillary Clinton want to see advanced here. So this is another network that does what MSNBC, CNN, ABC does.
Got it. Seton Motley.